mics are on. Let's rock this shit. There's the camera. It's a damn good time. It's a damn good time. Podcast. It's a damn good time. It's a damn good time. Podcast. Podcast. There, dude. We just need to fucking clip that audio and make that our fucking theme song. Every damn time. Podcast.
Look, it's like the 80s stuff too, like the little podcast.
Podcast.
Fan,
It's like probably like a Devo or something.
yeah.
Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Steve Schaefer.
Yeah, I'm Cody Adams.
And this is the Damn Good Time Podcast. Yeah, dude.
Wait a minute.
I even came in with like my DJ voice. Cheers for Tuesday. We got a full request Friday going on, so hit us up in the chat. Let us know what you want us to talk about.
We got tickets.
Be calling number 7 for tickets to the next Kiss show. We've even got a dog in the window over there.
Dog.
Off camera, there's a little cat door in this, or cat access door in the regular door. And my golden retriever's trying to stick her head through it.
An audience. We got nines. We got to perform.
Yeah.
We got to really perform. I'm going to squeeze my stash.
Blow this episode out of the fucking water because we got a dog here.
Boom!
Yes!
Wake up.
We're back in the studio, baby.
Back in the states.
We did the remote cast last week.
We got one improvement to the studio here. We got a nice
Yeah,
little
little fucking growler,
tumbler
dude.
that your
Tumbler.
mom got us.
Yeah. I don't have mine. I can still. Sorry, Mom. I'm still rocking my Yeti.
I did have a beer in it. I think I got a sip left. But I'm not going to refill it.
Yeah.
It's always my problem, like with Yetis or anything. It's like I fill them up, and then I drink them so fast. Like, damn, I got to fill it up again. I got to keep filling it.
Especially with beers, man. Like,
Yeah.
they just go down so fast.
Yeah, but if it's not in a can, I'm going to drink it way too fast. And I've
Yeah.
already drank a can way too fast. So
Yeah. When I'm in the zone, we're talking like 2 chugs and the can's gone.
yeah, I'm just like, you know, you take those 2 drinks and you're like, you crack that maybe it's like your third one or something, like, or it could be your first one.
Yeah.
But you crack it and you smash it and you're like, oh man, that was good. That was tastes so good. And then you smash it again, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, you got like this much in it. You're like, is anybody watching? Like,
Yeah,
smack it, you just grab another one real quick. You're like, all right, I'm good now. I got my chugging out of the way.
Yeah, that's after being back into drinking since March 27th. I've gained 20 pounds, and I constantly feel like shit on the weekends.
Oh, why'd that happen? How'd that happen?
So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna try and slow down a little bit, or maybe take a weekend off or something. And like, I think I realized what the problem is that whenever I take 2 chugs out of a beer,
Yeah, that's
and then you get a couple beers in, then you gotta get a couple shots in, and then you gotta get a couple more beers, and then a couple more shots. Man, you gotta go full fucking party, dude.
Hey, if you probably left the shots out, you'd be all right a little bit.
Well,
too.
but I love the way it makes me feel.
I want to get there quicker.
Yeah.
I need the express route.
Which is the shitty thing is, though, also is because I do love the way I feel sober. Right? So it's just going from sober to where I like to be drunk
Right.
is a big difference, you know?
I think, I guess we'll just get into this topic.
Yeah, let's talk about alcoholism.
I think let's talk about alcoholism. Well, and I think it's, I might have heard this somewhere before too, that it's like our generation was the binge drinkers.
Yeah.
Like we just put as much into us as fast as we could, as quick as
Yeah.
possible, instead of just being like, hey, I got a beer and, I need a koozie for this because it's going to get warm. I feel like I'm just going to take
Yeah.
a little sip, and then I'm not going to touch that for like another 10 minutes, and then I'm going to come back and have a sip. No.
No.
I just drink.
No.
No. I just drink.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
like it's going out of
It's,
style.
I still have yet to buy a Yeti cooler. I won one for being a smart boy. But I always made the joke. I'm like, why do I need a Yeti? Why do I need my beer to stay cold for 3 days? It only lasts me like 4 hours, man. Like,
Right. Everything I put in here is gonna be gone. I
That
don't
case
know.
is gonna be gone by the end of the day, so it's fine. I don't need it to be cold for 3 fucking days. A regular cooler is gonna be cool.
I found though it's good because I like mine.
Yeah.
Because I'll put my case of beer in there, right? And then everybody else comes over and they put all their beers in there. And then by then the time like say we go out on the boat or do something or whatever, and then it comes back to my porch and then everybody hangs out the house and then they just leave and they leave all their beers in there. And the next morning I wake up, I'm like, oh look, I got more beers.
Cold beers. And they're still fucking cold, man.
It produces more beers.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely the bonus to that too. Yeah.
Right. I think it just breeds beers inside there.
Yeah, whenever other people or whenever you put more than a case in, you know.
Yeah, my case might be gone that
But
night, but theirs still remains.
There's others in
And
there.
I'm like, how'd they only drink like 10 beers?
Yeah. You brought a whole 12 pack and you only fucking killed like 4 of them?
Yeah.
And I feel like you were more wasted than me.
Yeah. I'm like, what? This guy was stumbling drunk.
Well, and I know like I feel like that's a common excuse that a lot of alcoholics use. Like, well, I just have a higher tolerance. But I do feel like some people are bred with higher tolerances, though, too.
Yeah, I believe that. I mean, and it's body mass and fat and
Yeah.
a lot of other things that go into that play too. So
Right. And I do one thing that definitely plays into my my extreme drinking is that it never becomes a problem where like I never get belligerent and like I mean yeah I get sloppy but I'm not like yeah fuck you fuck that you know like I'm not like oh my god dad's drunk again it's let's go hide in our rooms. It's usually like dad's drunk, let's go fucking have fun, you know. Like, yeah, because I'm a fun drunk, so it's never been a problem
right.
to where it's like Steve, you need to slow down on your drinking because you're hitting your wife or something like you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You didn't show up for work or something, you know, like
It's bad. Like, I think the other thing is too is like typically I just cram it in. Like I don't wake up and like, oh, I need a beer. Like I don't need a shot or anything.
Yeah.
Like I might be like, hey, you want to have some mimosas? It's like, shit, I'll have a mimosa.
yeah. Well, it's like it all kind of falls into that whole like Bert Kreischer viral clip that he got, famous. Well, not famous for, but the one that went viral from the Sunday conversations where he's like, I never want to be like unhealthy enough that I can't drink. He's like,
Yeah.
you know, you just get that moment where it's like, you know what, I'll have a mimosa. And they're like, well, it's bottomless mimosas. And you're like, yeah, let's fucking party. You know,
Yeah.
like it's more of that that party vibe more than it is, you know, I need a drink or else I can't function today. Like that's
Yeah.
never been the case.
No. It's like, yeah, it's more the social aspect of it.
Yeah.
It's an activity of social devices, even though it's probably not the best one.
Right.
You know?
Right.
If you need to drink to have a good time socially, then yeah, that's probably
Maybe there's
kind
a bit of an
problem.
issue.
Probably
Yeah.
a little bit of a problem.
But and that's, you know, I spent that whole year sober and I still had plenty of good times, you know.
Yeah.
Like so and that's the thing for me is like so why do I just go off the deep end? Why do I go lean way hard into it whenever I do drink?
Right,
You know,
right.
so maybe I just, you know, I'll just do it less, you know.
Yeah, I think there's always a happy medium, right?
Yeah, and I'm getting older now. I think that's part of one of the biggest things is like when I forget whether you're off or on the wagon, but whenever I stop drinking, my body's like, oh my god, this is what it's like to feel good all the time. And then like, and now I'm back into it, it's like, wait a minute, dude, this sucks. Like,
Yeah.
like you have a good baseline of how good it feels to feel good all the time, and now, yeah, this sucks to feel like this shit. So I think that's a lot of mine is that reset kind of put it more into perspective of exactly how shitty I feel on the weekends, whenever, you know, the hangover days. But yeah, man, yeah, I'm still having a damn good time no matter what.
I have a damn good time. Just
No
gotta
matter what.
slow her down.
Yeah,
Getting old.
too fucking old, man.
Getting old sucks.
I'll be 40 this year. Ugh,
Ugh.
gross.
Ugh.
There's a conversation that I want to talk about that I had with a person, but I do not want to name the person first off that had the conversation with me.
Sure.
And then secondly, I don't want to name the person that it was about. But this person was talking to me and they're like, oh, I ran into so-and-so the other day. And it's like, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's cool, man. Like, yeah, they're looking pretty weathered, I think was the word. I'm like, yeah, well, we're all, you know, turning 40 and stuff. And I was like, but I mean, like, I feel like with you've been working out, and me, I try and stuff, but like I don't feel like I look that bad. It's like, dude, just, who gives a fuck? We're all old. Like,
Yeah.
and then I also want to be like, dude, you look like shit. Like you look old as fuck too. Like not, and then the person that they were talking about doesn't look like shit at all. Like I just don't get it. It's just one of those parts of getting older.
Right.
It's like we've talked about it before. Whenever people you haven't seen in a while, like, oh man, you're losing hair. Like, yeah, I'm fucking old, bro. Like,
We're not that old, but it's like still we're hitting that age where the hair loss starts.
instead of talking to me about the hair I
Right.
lost, why don't you say like, hey man, you're still alive. That's good. Like we're all alive.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
we've made it this long.
looks like
let's
you're having a good time and you're enjoying life,
celebrate my successes and not the fact that I lost some fucking hair, you cocksucker.
Keep going, buddy.
Yeah.
Well, anybody that's quick to criticize or say something stupid like that, it's always
Yeah.
like, where's your filter? Have a little filter.
I hate you because I hate you, man.
Yeah.
You know?
They're like, oh, see, you're losing your hair. It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And I see you're still a douchebag.
Yeah.
Some things just happen, I guess.
People they just don't know how to filtration themselves.
They're jerkwads.
Yeah.
You got your offs and your wads, and you're all just a bunch of jerks, really, you know?
People probably do them all the time, or they need some kind of that's their opening remark or that's their mark because it's like
Yeah.
they're just like
They
dumb as shit.
They push you down to build them up.
Right.
You know, they got to feel a little bit better about themselves and let you know that they think that they are better than you because they have hair and you don't or something. What the fuck ever it is.
Those ones are funny too because if you snap back at them real quick and be like,
Yeah.
well, you're fat as shit.
Yeah.
They're like,
yeah.
well, I wasn't making fun of you. You are.
Yeah.
You just said something.
Yeah.
So I said something back, and
Nah, I
now
gotta-
you're like, oh, no, sorry, I wasn't trying to make fun of you.
I got to
And
go
it's
on
like-
defense now,
Yeah.
motherfucker. Like,
Or I love how they're like, if they have like a wife or something, 'cause typically women aren't coming up to you and saying that shit. It's just normally dudes.
yeah.
They're like, honey, and it's like, oh, well, sorry, I'm losing hair too. And it's like, then they say something about themselves, and it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, so why, you know how, just shut the fuck up.
Just be nice,
Shut the
man.
fuck up.
Just don't be a dick. That's all there is to it.
Yeah.
But,
Don't point shit out.
We
We
all-
know. We all know. We all know. We look in the mirror.
right. Yeah.
And I know this is fucking amazing.
But, yeah. Like, you should see my cock.
Yeah.
Still small. But it works, damn it.
Still blasting hair chest. hair chest. Chest hair. I got hair chest.
I got me lots of hair chest. But yeah, I don't know, dude. The people are fucking stupid. But
Yeah. It's just, it just to me, it always cracks me up.
yeah.
And it's the guy will do the same to like everybody too, and they'll just like constantly like
It's just who they are.
say shit. It's like, who cares?
I get like you break some balls and stuff, you know. you gotta break a little
With your
balls.
boys a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
breaking little balls every once in a while, but that's not call people out on things they can't help. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't help it. I'm going bald. There's no cure for it. I don't. You know, like
You can get implants and shit like. But then you go do that, everybody's gonna know that. Oh yeah.
yeah, and then that same cocksucker will be like, "Well, would you get some implants?
Yeah.
You didn't have that much hair. Like, twink, twink, twink.
Right.
Where's all that hair coming from?" I'm like, "Fuck you, man. Shut up."
But yeah, anyways, whatever.
Yeah,
Fuck those guys.
I gotta say, I'm a little upset this week.
What's that?
I'm supposed to be in Jamaica.
Oh, that's right.
You know, I was supposed to go to Jamaica.
Aruba, Jamaica. Ooh, I wanna take it to Bermuda.
Yeah, I think at this point, I would be flying back at this point right now.
Yeah. So we're gonna do the podcast remote again.
Yeah, we're gonna go remote. I was gonna try and find a nice spot on a sunny beach.
Yeah.
But nah, so Monday, whenever I flew, actually when I was in Cleveland, they even told me, they're like, "Hey, your flight's delayed and you won't make your connection in Atlanta." And I'm like, "Okay." And they're like, "But we booked you on this other flight that'll go to Miami, and then you get on another airline, and then you fly to Jamaica from there, and just put you in later." I'm like, "Fine, do it up, And like, we never know because, the flight, your connection might be delayed too because there was a lot of weather going through Atlanta and shit. And between like Cleveland and Atlanta, it was just a whole bunch of storms going through there. And so, of course, I miss my connection and I go to get on the flight that they booked me on, air quotes. and you get the fun apps and everything right now. So I go to load my boarding pass, and it's not loading. It's just not loading. It says that there's that flight. It shows that flight. So I go up to the desk at that terminal there, and they're like, "Yeah, they didn't actually put you on a seat."
No.
And then you don't have a seat on the next one that's out of Miami then either. So you're going to have to go to the help desk, which at that point was probably 150 people long in that line because everything was delayed and all that bullshit.
Trying to change everybody around, yeah.
So, of course, I didn't make it to the help desk by the time that flight I was supposed to be on left. And then I talked to them like, well, the earliest we can get you to Jamaica is Wednesday night. And I'm like, no, I have appointments. I'm doing a job down there. I have appointments to make. That can't happen. So my boss even said, like, we'll just scrap it, get on the next flight back home, which was then at 7 a.m. back to Cleveland. So I basically just took a very expensive nap in the Atlanta airport. So,
yeah, I mean,
yeah, I'm supposed to be getting reimbursed. Well, I'm getting reimbursed from my company, and it's kind of out of my pocket, which is awesome. And then the cool thing is they didn't give me shit about it because obviously it's not my fault.
Right.
That's what I love about working for real fucking people. It's not a corporation. It's not like you're just a dollar sign to them. I know I had past jobs that would have been like, well, you're covering it. You got to get your refund from the airport, But these people are like, yep, reimburse you. And if they are nice enough, because you have to call, they put in a problem ticket, and then you'll hear back from 7 to 10 business days. So... And if they probably won't do it, or they'll probably only give you half, that's fine. We'll eat the cost or whatever. So I already got it was $1,400 was that expense check for that fucking trip.
Jeez.
Just to take a nap in the Atlanta fucking airport. So that's cool that the company I work for is fucking great. And they're not pissed at me or anything like that. I think they even have some wiggle room in the budget to deal with mishaps like that and stuff. So
especially like the way flights have been anymore. I mean, you see all the horror stories on the TikToks and in the feeds of people just like straight up getting with overbooked planes or pilots not showing up.
Yep.
just terrible shit happening.
Or they're like, well, your plane's here. It's right there. But we don't have a crew for it yet because they're stuck at this airport because this and that plane broke. It's like, well, what the fuck, man? Come on.
Yeah.
But hey, that's the way she goes sometimes. So
that's the way she goes for us to fly in there.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess I don't know when that trip's gonna get pushed back to, but I think I'm still gonna be on that one.
I'm sure.
Because even Brian was like, "Well, then just keep a track of everything. If they give you e-credits and stuff, we'll just use it whenever you go back." And I'm like, "All right, cool." So I'm still gonna go to Jamaica and the Grand Cayman Islands,
to Kingston.
Yeah. But then, the bright side is I get to go to San Diego next week, and that's going to be a cushy job.
Nice.
I got to put a transformer in a machine and calibrate it. That's it. Day 1. Day 2, I got to calibrate another machine that isn't even our equipment. I just got to make sure that the meters read, and if they don't, we're not allowed to fix it. It's not my equipment. Can't fix it.
Tough titties.
If the meters read right, I could put a sticker on it saying everything reads the way it's supposed to, but if it doesn't work, I can't do that.
Tough titties.
Tough titties. So then,
who came up with tough titties?
I don't know, man.
Man, them titties be tough.
And even then, you say it like it's a bad thing. I still feel like tough titties are still good titties or titties, dude.
Man, so many things just went through my head. I'm like,
yeah,
maybe it's like a bodybuilder titty.
Well, I mean, it's still
those are like. And I've never touched a female bodybuilder titty, but they look rough.
Yeah, I never had a muscly titty. Yeah. I never had a tough titty.
I've never had a tough titty either. I don't know what a tough titty is.
Some perky ones, some bouncy ones, some soggy ones.
Soggy ones.
Is she sweating? But never a tough one.
She have boob dirt?
I guess that's saggy is more the word I was looking for. Floppy. Like it's fucking bread or something.
Was she pouring sweat down?
Fucking
soggy titty.
She's got some fucking milky loafers. She left some bread there just hanging out all soggy and shit. Dripping.
Oh my God. I don't know. I just want to know what a soggy titty areola looks like.
Yeah. Probably soggy as well. But yeah,
Oh,
tough
hey,
one.
maybe a spray milk.
Maybe a lactating one.
Lactating.
Those usually aren't like. Well, I don't know. When I was saying soggy, I was thinking more like saggy.
I know. But
You know?
it's just you said soggy.
And usually lactating ones aren't.
My
saggy.
mind
They're
went to
full.
15 different places with soggy. So
Yeah,
that's fine.
but yeah, a tough one. But like, I feel like that's like that saying about pizza. Even bad pizza is still okay because it's still pizza. You know, so a tough titty would still be cool because it's still a titty.
I don't know. I've had some cardboard pizzas that were horrendous to eat.
I know. It looks like I'm fucking going crazy probably on camera, but there's this little gnat that keeps buzzing around my face and shit. It's like trying to go. Yeah. I think I might have got him. Sorry, that makes for great content.
Great content for
Great
our listeners.
Smacking gnats and talking tough titties.
Tough titties and gnats. That's when you get tough titties, when you get the gnat titties.
Got them gnat titties.
I reckon.
But yeah, man, tough tits.
Yeah, you were talking about planes and trains and automobiles, I think.
Yeah. Oh, and then I wanted to segue that into my easy trip next week. So basically, Wednesday next week, I get to work for probably like 2 to 3 hours
This is San Diego.
in San Diego,
San Diego.
and then go hang out at the beach and eat some fish tacos, bro. So if you're ever in San Diego, there's a spot right on the one beach there called Oscars. I visited before. It has great fish tacos, and I'm looking forward to going back.
Nice.
And so many dudes wear thongs down there too, so it's pretty cool.
That's where the tough titties came from. Now we know it's San Diego.
No, there's a lot of girls that wear thongs too, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, thongs are always nice
Yeah.
on females.
Yeah, not the dudes so much.
No. Don't like the banana ham.
Do you think you could pull off a thong?
Absolutely not.
No.
We want to see my hairy ass.
You even like you like the big old board shorts.
Yeah. Well, no.
You commonly wear like bigger board shorts that like
No, my,
You-
my knees don't cover too much.
yeah, but you're not like a short guy.
No.
No. I like the short shorts.
No. Yeah, I like it down to the top of my knee.
Yeah.
I'm going by the high school rule.
Yeah.
Or was it
fingertip
fingertips?
length? yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't want them too, because I don't want them bunching.
Yeah.
I don't want nothing bunching on me. You know, I got a lot of stuff going on there. I don't want nothing bunching. you
Yeah.
know?
I like the short shorts because it shows off a little thigh muscle, you know.
Sure.
And then even a little bunch up makes your dick look bigger, maybe, you know. Get some people out there meat gazing, checking checking out that package, you know.
All those guys in tongs are out there meat gazing.
just looking for some sausage, you know.
You know, I do appreciate their confidence though when you're wearing like a
Yeah.
thong or meat. It's like that guy's got all the confidence right there. He's letting his cheeks out.
Yep.
He gives no shits.
Because
no shits.
I'll run some tight short shorts, but no, I don't know about the Speedo or a thong even.
No.
That fucking bug is back.
And I feel like they're always older gentlemen too.
The ones I saw in San Diego, I feel like you could tell they're European. You know what I mean?
Well, of
Like,
course, yeah.
You know, they're from a different country where
Yeah.
that shit's cool. Where it's cool to show off the ham. You know,
Yeah.
it's like a different country thing. Like
Check out my hams.
because it was a touristy kind of beach, so you could tell like, oh, they're European. You know,
They're so rude.
yeah,
They're
showing off
so
all the skin.
I don't know what it is about anybody from like internet. Maybe they're just used to being around a lot of people when they're walking,
Yeah,
but they cannot walk and pay attention to anybody around them.
yeah,
Like they want to run into you on purpose. I swear to God, and I want to shoulder block them to the ground because it's just like,
yeah,
am I like I have nowhere to move.
right.
I can't go any further right. And you and your whole family's just like flowing through. Like, do you want me to just like hug you and like push you out of the way? I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, and then a lot of them also love the cell phone on speakerphone shouting
Right.
and like an airport setting and stuff too. It's like, well,
What happens? You get like 15 of them in one room. And they're all, what? Like
Yeah.
it's like, but it just seems like I'm not trying to bash anybody or anything. It seems like a lot of foreigners when they're on vacation in the States they don't pay a goddamn bit of attention.
Yeah.
Because I go to like some of our Ohio local touristy attraction areas here, and I'm walking around.
Mm-hmm.
They don't give a shit.
I don't know. Maybe it's a
They're
European.
little kids. Little kids
I
don't
guess
even
not
care.
even European. It's a lot of other countries too. Or maybe maybe it's just the fact that they're touring and they're like, you know what, I'm on vacation. Fuck y'all. It's my day. Get out of my way. You know.
Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it.
You know, when they go back home, they're like polite as a peach because they, they get the ass
Back
kicked
home.
there.
Yeah. Here,
The people know you there, and then they'll call you names and hit you.
I swear when but I've been on vacation, and there's also other people from, it's mainly European. Mainly European
Yeah.
is what I'm getting at. They are rude.
Yeah.
I can't understand them.
Well, I think.
It's not the English. I'm talking more like the French and like the.
Well, and it's weird because you always hear about how we're the asshole Americans and we're loud and obnoxious and shit. But maybe it's just an all around tourist thing. Like,
maybe it's when you're on vacation. I don't
yeah,
know.
you get that vacation mindset of like, I'm here for me. Fuck y'all. It's my
But watch
vacation.
where you're walking.
Yeah, and that's whenever I visit anywhere that I'm not from. Well, even whenever I'm just a polite person. I'm
Yeah,
polite as fuck.
Well, we've been in the, the restaurant industry, the hospitality industry.
Yeah.
You're very conscious of other people, typically, because you've catered to them for so long that
Right.
like you kind of get in that mindset. And, maybe it's just some one-offs. I doubt it because most of them I met that was just like they're just dicks. But
Yeah, maybe it has something to do with a status thing as well, because I feel like a lot of people that can do overseas travel are usually a little more well off, and they're probably like, oh, this is just a commoner American. Fuck this guy. I have money and I'm on vacation, so get the fuck out of my way.
about to get status checked by my shoulder.
Yeah, but if you go over to their country and you see people in their neighborhood that aren't statused enough to make it out of the country, they're probably the nicest, sweetest little. I've never left my country, and here, have some quiche or something.
Yeah.
Or whatever they cook.
I don't know. I just had that experience this week, and I was just like, every time. It's like every time. It's
Yeah.
just like I'm walking, I'm all the way to the edge of the sidewalk, or I'm all the way to the edge of a hallway, and they're just coming at me.
Yeah,
And I know they see me, and I have to go to a dead stop right in front of a person or a child, and then they'll be like, oh,
Yeah.
go. It's like you see me coming,
you couldn't have planned accordingly.
and then all of a sudden I have to go to a dead stop because if not, I'm gonna have to check you.
Yeah,
Or I'm gonna have to get skinny against the wall while you walk by me and be like, "Sorry, sir."
yeah. Like
I'm in your way.
30 feet out, you should be planning your trajectory.
Yeah. Instead, I just I'm like, what the hell are these people doing? I'm like, I can see them walking and they don't move. So I just straight stop. I just stop, stand there.
Stare him in the eyes.
Yeah. And then normally you get a little bit of like oh, oh, my bad. It's like
Should start going in for a hug. Make it real weird.
going for a tickle.
Good to see you.
But it's just annoying. To me, it's always annoying. It's just like, why did I have to stop walking? But if I didn't stop walking, I would have if I would have kept walking in my trajectory, I just would have plowed somebody over,
Yeah.
and then I'd have been the dick. Instead, I just stop and stand there like, do you not see me?
Maybe you just need to start plowing, man.
I'm thinking so. I don't know.
Start plowing them over.
Start plowing.
Just start plowing.
I got my magnum condoms.
I'm ready to plow.
I'm ready to
My
plow.
Wada hundreds.
My Wada hundreds, my magnum condoms. I'm ready to plow. So I went to Michigan
Oh yeah,
last weekend.
yeah.
We had a little friends visit with Steph's friends up there.
That is correct. Yes.
And on the way back, which was fun little trip. Got to see her friends and all their kids and stuff. But on the way back, and I hadn't really got into it, the Always Sunny podcast.
Yeah.
That was the first time really getting into it and listening to a lot of episodes.
Yeah.
And that was pretty cool because they get into dive into some of the
Right.
the fan favorite episodes.
Yeah, behind the scenes stuff,
Yeah.
or how they wrote this, or what they thought the funniest. Yeah, I haven't fully listened to the podcast, but I've seen a lot of the clips that comes up on TikTok and shit.
Yeah.
So
So that was pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm going to have to check that one out.
Yeah, I mean it's good. It's just them kind of breaking it down and like how it came about, like because like some of that shit that they have to come up with.
Yeah.
Because they got to sit down in like a writer's room before the season starts and like try to come up with.
How the fuck did you even?
They have all these different ideas, and then I think like everybody kind of puts their input into that idea. Like, this is my idea. This is what I want to do.
Right.
And make this episode this.
Yeah, how do we get from point A to B?
And then maybe we can tie in this episode into here. Or maybe like somebody's like, oh yeah, and then we can tie in this episode and we can tie in this blah, blah, blah. And they're like, oh, my episode will tie in your episode.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine how that planning board would just be.
They're like, well, you know what would be funnier is if Frank had a gun. And you're like, yeah, because he's always got his gun, This would be a perfect time for pull out the gun.
Like, because I could just imagine, like, let's say me, you, Tyler, and Derek sat in a room and decided we're going to shoot some bits.
And wrote a show.
And try to shoot, like, we're going to do 5-minute bits.
Yeah.
Everybody come up with one idea.
And then just kind of.
And then we all just spitball and try to get them to all be cohesive and like,
right.
come together. And they'll be like, oh, yeah, we can tie that in here. We can tie this in here. But then, like, obviously you got to start somewhere.
Right.
So they started and did it. But, yeah, it'd be like. Then by the time you're done, you probably go and then somebody's got a producer. Somebody's got to put all that shit, scribble notes and everything together.
Right. Yeah, figure it all out. Like, that doesn't work. Or, okay, that's hilarious.
Yeah. Like, if we did this as one big bit of a show, now we got to piece the last 100 and some episodes together.
I still remember fucking Derek's bachelor party. Like, it seems like everything we talk about, like, it's not a bit. It's not a bit. I promise you, this is real. Like, it's not a bit. Like, just doing a bit. That's the whole theme of the weekend. Like, it's not a bit.
Yeah.
Are you doing a bit?
Or it was. We're just doing a bit.
I'm just doing a bit. It's cool, man. It's just a funsie.
But yeah. Anyways.
Anyway, I just wanted to say we got football back on TV.
Hey, the Browns won.
We forgot to talk about this last week leading up the Hall of Fame game. The Browns were there in Canton with the Jets. We won. I mean, it was a fuck all game. It doesn't really count anyway. But hey, a win's a win.
A win's a win, and now preseason starting.
And then I guess my phone told me that they're playing tonight too. And like I didn't even know that. But I never really pay attention during preseason.
Yeah, preseason's whatever. Browns have gone. Typically, they do very well in their preseason.
Yeah,
and then
they don't.
We'll go like 0-16.
Yeah, and then they don't do. Then they don't do anything in the regular season.
They lose.
All of it. I keep thinking that I'm going to be disappointed by Deshaun Watson. I really hope I'm not. I know I should have high expectations because because you're a Browns fan, you should always have high expectations. But I think, you know what, I'm going to take this year a little different. And I don't have high expectations, and maybe I'll be disappointed in my expectations, and they'll be high, and he'll do better.
We still had a good season last season.
Yep.
I see the team's going to be meshing and getting better together. Training camp. You got all that. You got the QB start. You got a decent QB that starts clicking,
and that's
as long as he does decent. We got arguably one of the best running backs in the NFL.
Yeah, a lot of the commentators were even saying like they've definitely been building this team around Deshaun Watson. I'm like, I really hope he does good.
Yeah, so if he starts firing on all cylinders and we get some movement out of him and some plays out of him, and we can get some of our wide receivers rolling big time, and you'll see a good run.
Yep.
I mean, all I hope for is a positive winning season.
Yeah, it looks good on paper,
Before it's like, oh, you get this player, and now you're like, oh, Super Bowl. It's like, well, no, he just came in, and he just came in last year, and it was not pretty, but he came in with a tough schedule.
He was rusty, man.
Yeah,
because even a lot of his suspension wasn't allowed to practice team and stuff too. So,
and then I'm sure he, wasn't getting all the hand jobs he needed. So.
Bro was bound up. He was backed up, dude. You try to throw a football when you're backed up.
Yeah. The man's got a condition. He's got to get his hand jobs in, you know?
He was not only was he trying to learn on offense, he was still trying to learn how to jerk himself off. He's not allowed to get it done by other people anymore.
I heard he got one of those robot ones now, so he's good to go. So, yeah. He's feeling better.
His new trainer signed a consent form.
Just get this robot, man. It's the same thing. Who cares?
Yeah.
No, but hopefully it's a good season for the Browns. We will see.
And then speaking of sexual misconduct,
Oh, shit.
have you heard about old Lizzo?
No.
You haven't heard what Lizzo's accused of?
I don't pay attention to much shit at all.
Well, it's big breaking news because she is being sued for sexual misconduct against her backup dancers and members of her crew. And the one that I think is the bizarrest, it gets way worse than this. But first off, I guess she fired or they let go of a backup dancer, and she was quoted had said to her, like, backup dancers who get fat get fired. And it's like, wait a minute, aren't you like the queen of body positivity? Like, she's like, I'm fat, but I'm not. I don't care. I'm proud. And then here she goes making fun of and firing fat people. Like, fuck you. And then also like the sexual misconduct thing is she took backup dancers to a strip club and then was making them eat bananas out of strippers' vaginas.
What the fuck?
And then like having them give head to strap-ons and shit. Like,
yeah, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, shouldn't do that.
No,
and I probably shouldn't be laughing at that, but
yeah, probably shouldn't do that.
yeah. So it's pretty bizarre.
But how do you? Again, how do you force that on somebody? Like, you do it or you lose your job, or is it like you're just expected to do it? You're intimidated. Like,
I feel like it's a slippery slope going to a strip club with your boss anyway.
Right.
And then whenever your boss is a superstar, force of nature type thing like that, then makes it even harder for you to say no. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like whenever you're a pop star icon like that, you do have some responsibility to act professionally, you know? Maybe hire some sex workers to do that kind of weird shit if you want them to do it, but not maybe your backup dancer employees that you're on tour with.
Yeah, no, I get it.
It makes for an uncomfortable situation.
I get it, but I feel like I feel like it's kind of
I don't necessarily know if it was like forced by any means, but
right. Well, it's obviously not forced because it's not like unless she is like grabbing the back of her head and be like, no, you get it,
banana.
Eat the banana.
She might have.
If that's happening, then yes, obviously.
I've always.
But if it's like, oh, you should eat that banana, or like, oh, she's paying the strippers to be like, put a banana in there and take it over to her and tell her I want her to eat it. Like, I don't know. Like, it's got to be.
I feel like if I tried to do that to one of my subordinates, I should get sued. You know what I mean?
Sure, I guess.
So,
sure, I guess. But it's just like, can that person just say no? No, I'm not doing that. That's weird.
Yeah.
And gross.
Yeah, but I don't know. Man. I feel like.
I guess to be, whatever you feel.
Yeah.
It's just. We're too suey is all I'm saying. We just like to sue everybody. But if you got that much money too, you gotta be responsible.
Yeah.
And you, like you say, it is, don't do that with your employees. Just don't do it.
Yeah, just don't do that with your employees.
Yeah.
I'd feel weird, like, just going to a strip club with my boss, even, like.
Yeah.
But I also don't feel like, with my boss, though, if I said no, that he'd think of me any differently. You know what I mean?
I'd be like, no, and if I do that, I'm going to sue your ass.
But then again, I work for normal people. I don't work for a fucking pop superstar. Like,
yeah.
But then again, if, say, I was a backup dancer for Justin Timberlake or, why can't I think of the Canadian kid? Bieber.
No, Justin Bieber.
Or if I was a backup dancer for Bieber and he's like, hey, we're going to the strip club. I'm like, God damn right I'm going to the strip club with you. And he's like, eat a banana out of that girl's snatch. I'm like, God damn right I'm going to eat that banana. And guess what? I ain't telling nobody.
I'm going to be your best friend.
My lips are sealed around that banana. So it's like I don't know. I feel like they might have gone into it with trying to bait that situation to get money too.
Payoffs.
Yeah.
Payoffs.
Yeah.
That's kind of where I'm getting at. It's just like it's a fine line. I get it. None of that should have happened.
Right.
It makes sense. But they were probably partying with her,
Mm-hmm.
and she was paying for everything, and then they somehow got pissed off at her
Yeah.
for something, and they're like, you know what?
Guess what, bitch?
We can get her in trouble for doing
Right.
this. That's kind of that's just
Let's just finish the tour, get paid for it, and then after the tour, we can get paid more.
yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Somebody probably said something like, "I really didn't feel comfortable last year." She's like, "Well, if you don't like it, leave. You're a dime a dozen." And then and then all of a sudden it's just
'cause I
like,
haven't-
oh shit.
Like, yeah, now you sue them for sure.
Yeah, now all the dancers like, she said we're a dime a dozen. I can get
Eat
like,
that
"Oh."
banana. I don't want to. You want to dance on stage tomorrow? You go eat that banana. Like, you don't say no to Lizzo.
So weird.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I got a couple other things to talk about this week.
okay.
Actually, this kind of fits into the category of more sexual misconduct, but this is consensual sexual
Okay.
misconduct. We're all familiar with the Island Boys, right?
Island Boys. Yeah.
Well, they were kissing each other on the lips.
Brothers,
So-
right?
Yeah, and like they got tongue involved. in there and shit,
yeah.
too.
They're going hardcore.
Yeah.
Why are they putting their tongues together?
Because they're weird. I don't know, man.
They need publicity.
Yeah, that's they fell off. They fell out of the public eye and needed to do a publicity stunt to.
So now they're like,
But
if you guys tongue each other and then you get popular again?
I don't know. That
They're-
doesn't make me want to listen to their music.
Nothing would make me want to listen to them music. Fucking.
Island boy.
Yeah. I mean, that's going to be
Gonna kiss
ingrained in
my
our
brother.
souls forever for whatever reason.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, I'm
Yeah.
cool with my brother, but I'm not kissing him on the lips.
no.
Like not even a little bit.
No. Maybe a peck on the cheek, like,
Yeah.
hey, somebody just passed away. Love you, bro. I'd probably kiss you over kissing one of my own brothers,
Yeah. Yeah. Kiss you on the lips before I kiss Scott on the lips.
Yeah, right. It's just like, no, you're my brother.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's weird.
Yeah. But
It's a-
yeah.
I mean, not that we're gay bash or anything, but to me, being a straight man, it's weird enough kissing another man on the lips.
Yeah.
Then it makes there's another layer of weird whenever it's like, oh, and it's your sibling,
Right.
So there's just layers of weird going on there.
Yeah.
And if you're doing a publicity stunt, like, don't you just like a little peck, then you wouldn't like add tongues?
Yeah. Tom Brady,
Yeah.
and Tom Brady kissing his son on the lips, and it's like some people are like, "Oh,
But I
it's
feel like that's
really
normal.
weird." I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah,
Like,
kiss your
some,
kids.
some people kiss their kids.
Obviously, you don't love your kids enough.
Yeah, whatever. But like, yeah, too full on making out and touching tongues and stuff
With your
that's-
brother
Yeah,
is odd.
yeah.
But I mean, I don't think I've ever really looked at them and been like, hey, those are normal guys. They're normal, well-adjusted human beings.
No, yeah. I mean, they're probably having weird things with a lot of weird girls.
They've probably eaten a banana or two.
Weird orgies going on, but yeah. Anyways,
They probably even touched penises together.
well, who knows?
Who knows? There's not pictures of that on it. At least not that I've found.
No.
There probably are.
It's sad that they even got to where they are.
Yeah.
I will say that.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, moving on. Another thing I wanted to talk about. The Loch Ness Monster. Are you familiar?
Of course.
Apparently, coming up in 2 weeks, I think we should do a ADGT trip to Scotland
Oh yeah, easy.
Yeah, because we got so much money from
We got
all the
so much
listening,
money.
from
We
all the
got-
listeners and all the ads. We're monetized.
We can travel so easy.
Look at this fucking set, bro. This wasn't cheap.
We keep saying we're gonna make improvements, and we got a cup.
We got a cup
Yeah,
that we didn't even buy.
that we didn't buy. Just give it to us.
But
Give it to us.
with all of our podcast money, we're gonna go to Scotland and get in on the biggest search for the Loch Ness monster since like the 70s. On August 26th and 27th, Loch Ness monster hunters are asking everybody that can make it to show up with cell phones, any video equipment, anything. The more eyes they can have on the water, the better. They're also getting thermal imaging drones and some like submersibles and shit to just really scour and try to find evidence of that crazy cryptid that we know as the Loch Ness monster.
Going hard in the paint.
Hard to paint. I don't think they're gonna find it.
Absolutely nothing. Well, one, this legend's been around for hundreds of years,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure if that was the case, it's it was an old dinosaur that died or something. Maybe need to look for some bones on the bottom. Dredge that thing out.
Oh shit! I didn't even realize there was an updated picture of what's supposedly the Loch Ness monster from 2016.
It's a big snake. Water surfing.
I've never seen that one before.
I'd be like, hell yeah, let's go. And then if it's real, can I eat it?
Yeah, dude, let's grill that bitch up. Let's kill it and grill it, man.
Does it have some caviar maybe? Can I have some Loch Ness caviar?
Yeah. Does it have eggs?
Does it have babies?
Is there like a veal version?
Yeah. Or is it like a whale or like a mammal where it only has a womb and only has one baby? I don't know. Can I eat that placenta? I don't know.
Does it
Does
or
produce
does it
milk?
does it or doesn't does it do or does it don't have tough titties?
Does it have? Maybe that's where tough titties came from. I don't know. Round them back.
Yeah. Could be. Bringing it back.
Loch Ness is where tough titties came from.
Probably.
Solved it.
We figured it out.
Solved it. Because they're probably like sandpaper, and only Loch Ness mounts can grab on them. If you try to, it'll cut your lips off.
Some dude was probably like, "Oh man, I grabbed them and they were really tough." And they're like, "Well, where's your evidence?" He's like, "Well, I don't have it. It's just that they were tough
My
titties."
lips are all burnt.
Well, we don't believe you. We don't believe you if you don't have evidence. He's like, "Well, tough titties."
There's a bunch of guys in the background going, tough titties. And then from then on out, they're like, tough titties.
I can't do a Scottish accent. Tough titties.
Tough titties. I don't know. I feel like they yell a lot. Tough titties.
This whole podcast is just boiled down to
Screaming tough titties.
tough titties a lot. Oh God. Yeah.
We're going to label this episode Tough Titties.
Tough titties.
And when you think we're done, another Tough Titties will come out at some point.
How are we not making money on this? This is just too good.
It's too good.
It's too good. We gotta figure out a way to make money on this.
Oh, shit. Loch Ness Tough Titties. I mean, I want to make a shirt that just says that. Loch Ness Tough Titties.
It's the picture.
Scotland 2024.
It's just the picture.
2023.
Just a picture, straight
Years.
picture of Nessie on it. Like out of the water, and then just underneath, just straight says "tough titties." That's it. Just that simple. And people are like, "What the fuck does that mean?"
Oh, dude, no. We make those shirts. We go to Scotland. We easily pay for our trip. We're like, hey, you want your commemorative Loch Ness? We're like, why does it say tough titties? That's a terrible Scotland impression. That was like B-52.
Oh, we might. No, it's British.
Can I do it without like hearing them right now?
Yeah.
Freedom.
Can I understand what you mean? The tough titties.
Yeah, the tough titties. Yeah. I can't even nail a Scottish accent. Because who practices Scottish accent, Brad? By the way, who's ever like, hey, give me Scottish, and you like, what? You want Irish? Because that's like all we can do.
I gotta think. I used to be able to do a good Fat Bastard impression, and he was Scottish, right?
Oh yeah.
Get in my belly. Give me tough.
tough titties. It's like it's so hard because do they even say titties? I've never heard a Scottish man say titties. Well, I guess so.
Is there anybody out there that's still watching?
Yeah, Fat Bastards does say titties.
you-
Look at my man titties.
Look at my titties.
Look at my titties.
Tough titties.
See, we're getting there.
There
We're
we
getting
go.
There, yeah. Look at my tough
I gotta
titties.
find this Loch Ness monster that's tough titties.
See, we had to channel it.
we had to channel our Scottish through Fat
Boom.
Bastard.
All right. And it's probably terrible
I'm
Scottish
glad.
anyways.
I'm glad we got to the bottom of that though.
Yeah. Yeah. So we get the T-shirts, we sell them there.
Yes.
Just so you guys know, we've invented a new thing in this podcast that no matter what, we're gonna figure out how to make money.
We're gonna. Yeah.
Because last episode we were picking up dinosaur shit.
Yeah.
Or that was episode 4. That but-
Couple. Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a genius idea about picking up dino poops. and
So
then-
now we're going to Scotland and
Yeah.
we're selling T-shirts, and it'll pay for our trip.
I actually feel like we could make some money off of that.
And then not only will we eat a little Loch Ness caviar,
Yeah.
we're gonna easily can that stuff and sell it for like 10 million a pop. There's some rich bastards out there that I know will buy it.
We need investors.
I know them personally too.
Maybe you want to invest in this?
Go to Scotland.
Come up. Come up.
Loch Ness going down.
We gotta have somebody with money out there watching this, right?
I'm sure we can fly him back.
This is
too.
pretty highbrow comedy. This is the type of shit that rich people listen to for sure. Dude.
I'm sure the airports will be fine with us flying with Loch Ness eggs. What are these? Tadpole eggs?
Go through customs. Do you have anything to declare? No.
No.
Tough titties. Let me look at your bag. Nope.
We're bum stashing Loch Ness eggs. When it's gonna break and they're gonna get inside of us. And a whole Loch Ness baby is gonna grow in our bellies.
In our bellies.
And then we'll have Loch Ness monster chip. Oh my god! But then they'll play for the NFL. We'll have to shit them out, but
I don't know if they'll take on our genes.
well, yeah, no. Guess we'll shoot. Some
I was gonna say they gotta be fertilized. How are you gonna get that thing fertile? Are you gonna put
I don't know.
with your own sperm?
I didn't want to go that far.
It's like,
I was gonna go that far, then I'm like, I gotta stop.
where's the cum coming from, Cody? You already got the egg up your butt. How's the cum getting there, bro? You didn't think about that, did you?
No, I didn't. You carry mine, I'll carry yours. Oh God, we're terrible
Wow.
people. All right. Anyways, folks.
Wow. What a good episode.
Good chuckle there.
Yeah.
You always need a good laugh.
Yeah.
Good high.
Good stuff.
All right. So yeah, Loch Ness. We got to take care of folks. Don't worry about it.
Yep. We'll be there. We will be there. And then moving on. I only have one more thing off my list. This is more of a question.
Yeah.
What the hell ever happened to low-rise jeans, man?
Low rise jeans.
Yeah. Remember when women wore low-rise jeans?
Oh yeah.
They showed off like their hips and their belly buttons and stuff.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that the other day. Like that was a good look.
You almost get a peek of crack.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some girls shit.
Well, they had the thongs coming up, a little whale tailing going on there, you know.
Yeah. Well,
The,
but that's the problem.
the tattoo on the lower back hanging out too.
That's the problem right there. The tattoo, the whale tail, it became, people started calling it.
We were slut shaming them.
It's the dude's part. It's our fault because we were calling it tramp stamps.
Yeah.
We were calling it whale tails. We made it not cool,
But it was cool, man.
and they felt bad,
Yeah.
and they quit doing it.
And now that I feel like the jeans just like they just keep getting higher.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is. Thank God for yoga pants.
Yeah, those are still pretty cool. But like, what about low-rise yoga pants, man?
Hey, it might be a new thing. Maybe you need some ventilation. You need some better ventilation.
Hit us up. Go to our website. You can get your low-rise yoga pants.
Second money-making idea.
Get your low-rise yoga pants and your Loch Ness Monster Tough Titties t-shirts on sale right now.
Oh, my God. I'm going to make that shirt. I'm going to make that shirt.
Use code Tough Titties for 10% off.
For 10. And it's only a belly shirt.
Yeah. Yeah, if you get the low-rise jean and t-shirt combo, the shirt's going to stop at your rib cage, and the jeans are going to stop at your hip bones. Or your yoga pants. I say jeans, but your yoga pants are going to stop at your hip bones. So.
Right. That's it. So your whole midsection is exposed.
The way God intended.
The way the Loch Ness is. Oh, man.
Yeah, man.
I don't know. I mean, what happened to Jinko jeans, you know? I need more storage.
Yeah.
And there's no other way to put 14 2-liters in one set of pants.
More room. I mean, I have tiny calves anyway, so any jeans give me a lot of room in the calf shin area, but I need more room.
Yeah.
You know, I need like 60 inches of the pipes room.
Right. My brother literally had the Jinko jeans. I remember we went and saw a movie. And it's like, oh, we're sneaking some snacks and stuff. He snuck in a whole 2-liter of Mountain Dew. Just shoved it right in those jeans. You couldn't tell.
No.
Because they were so big and flared out. It's like the bell bottoms, but let's make them even bigger. Put some skulls and shit on them. Like, yeah. It's like, he's like got a whole 2-liter in his pocket.
There's a dude on TikTok that rocks them now.
Yeah.
He's got the Jinko jeans. The button-down short sleeve that starts flames on the bottom, and it's like electric blue on top.
Hell yeah!
It's he keeps it unbuttoned, and he's pretty cut up. He's got some good abs and shit.
I think I saw he's on like a skateboard and shit.
Got the fluffy boxers sticking up above him, and he's on rollerblades with the frosted tips and shit, dude. He's straight fucking 90s for sure. Like,
yeah, he's got like Sega Cast and Dreamcast.
Yeah. He's got a whole ass fucking Super Nintendo in his back pocket and shit.
How can we make? They're probably like, man, we got all these Fat Man jeans left that we can't sell. How do we sell these? We're just stockpiled with them. You know, they're not buying these designer Fat Man jeans, and they're like, I'll tell you what, let's flare them up.
Right.
Let's get the flare guns out, the glitter out, and put some skulls on them and flare out the bottoms.
And then why did people buy them?
I don't know, man. It was the 90s.
Did you ever have a pair of Jinko jeans?
I did not.
Me neither. I wanted them.
I feel like
I will say that I wanted them, but I didn't. I never got. They were really expensive because there's a lot of material.
No, yeah, I definitely got the cheaper ones. I don't even know how my brother got a pair.
He probably saved up from a job or some shit.
I don't know. Maybe he was like, I really want these Jinkos, and my mom got them for him. I don't know. Like occasionally she would be like, all right, so school clothes shopping, and we get, what it was, it was the J.C. Penney. It was
J.C. Penney, man, Arizona Jinko.
We weren't getting the high end stuff.
Yeah. I always got Arizona Jinko. And then if I wanted anything more expensive than what J.C. Penney handled, I had to tap into my job monies.
Right. Yeah. Same. It's like, unless it was like occasionally maybe it was my dad. He'd be like, I'll take you out and get you some nicer stuff.
You might get like one pair of silver tab jeans.
Right.
And then the other
but
four.
I didn't care either. I did not give a shit then.
I never really gave a shit about jeans so much because nobody. It's denim. The brand name's not down there, but I would go to the sale rack at like Abercrombie and shit, and I'd buy the T-shirts from there with my money. But
gotta get the Abercrombie and Fitch, baby.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Had the Doc Marten boots with the Arizona Jinko jeans, and then Abercrombie and Fitch T-shirts a lot. That was kind of one of my looks. Frosted tips as fuck, bro.
He was 6th grade in middle school, and a girl turned around me. She goes, "You have a striped shirt on and checkered shorts. You know that doesn't match, right?" I'm like, "No," and I don't care.
I'm a fucking 6th grade, bro. I don't even know what it means. I don't know what matching means.
She's like, "You'd be so much more attractive if you just wore some clothes." I'm like, I don't know. I don't even know what that means. I want to go home and play video games.
Yeah.
Bye. And then a few years down later, I'm like, yeah, maybe I gotta change my game up a little bit.
My style a little bit.
Yeah.
Girls don't want a frumpy ass looking dude. Every girl's crazy about a sharp dressed man.
That's right.
There's songs about it. There's a whole ass song about it. So
Well, what you think, brother? You got anything else?
No, that pretty much wraps up all of my topics.
All right, well, I think I just had myself a damn good time.
You know what? I had a damn good time too. I feel like it was a pretty good episode. We had a lot more chuckles in there.
Good.
Hopefully, other people thought it was funny and it wasn't just us laughing about really dumb jokes.
Well, I mean, we'll see. 'Cause that's the spiral we go on.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But yeah, man, I had a damn good time. We hope you guys did too. Please click like and subscribe. Do all that fun shit.
Tell your grandma about us.
We need to get more. We need to get back on social media a little more.
We do.
Did just get a notification that we have 200 whole followers on Facebook now.
Oh,
We
let's
hit 200.
go.
We hit 200. So
Yeah, we're coming at you soon.
so
We're gonna get more productive.
share us with your friends, and we promise we'll. I don't know. We'll post tough titties.
Tough titties, baby. Loch Ness tough titties all day.
I love you, bro.
All
We
right,
love you guys.
Love you guys. To a
Check
damn
you
good
next
time.
week.
Ciao.